Hey, how's everyone doing? My name is Robert. I was making this video just to shout out for those guys I talked to a few days ago on the Southern Coastal Cooking Channel that suggested getting the Weber Smoky Mountain. Um, this is it, as you can see. I went with the excuse me, I got a little tongue-tied. I went with the Weber Smoky Mountain because I found one, ironically enough, the next day that was at Home Depot that was like a returned box one, and it was on sale and it was a really good price. So I thought I'd show you guys this thing. As you can see, I've got the chimney starter going here. I decided to go with Harry So's recommendation. He did a Amazon review a few years ago talking about if you get a Weber Smoky Mountain, like how to season it. And this is the third cook on the process. Just to kind of sum up, the first cook he recommends just cooking it, just filling the basket up and cooking, just vents wide open, hot, let it go hot. So I done that. The second cook, which I did a few days ago, was I just put some bacon in there. He says use scrap pieces of meat, stuff you're not really going to eat, and put those scrap pieces in, and then put the temperature around 275 and just let it cook for a few hours to help get all the grease and stuff to come out of the fatty. He says use bacon or like chicken wings, like real fatty pieces of meat, so that way you can get all the fat out and it kind of gets around the sides and everything and helps coat it. This is the third cook I'm going to do, and so this time I'm actually going to use chicken wings, and I've got some old ground beef that's like 80-10, so it's real fatty. And then sorry about the smoke. And then I've got some more bacon I'm going to throw in there, just cheap bacon. Like, I wouldn't say buy, like the most expensive, like all natural, like, vegan. Well, I guess vegans don't eat bacon, but like the most all natural, like, these pigs, never saw anything like other than just acorns and trees. Because at the end of the day, like, you're probably going to throw this away when you're done. The bacon I had the other day, it was after I got done using it and cooking on it. I mean, it was like rock hard. It wasn't like rock hard, but it was just had been cooking for way too long. So, although they do make good dog treats. That being said, enough rambling. You can see I got the starter going here, and once the chimney starter is going and the coals ash over, I'll show you guys once it's all done what it looks like. Also, there is a piece of apple wood down in there. He does suggest using on your second and third cooks to kind of like throw in a piece of wood in there just to help kind of give it that smoke flavor, so it can start building. He calls it the aroma, so it can start getting the aroma. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Stay tuned. I'll show you guys once it's done and that it's all ashed over what it looks like. Alright guys, you can see there, like I said, just put some pieces on. I got some bacon down there, some chicken wings, some ground beef, some pork cutlets, and some ham. And this is all like no flavor, no nothing. It's all old, like stuff. It's like 2 or 3 weeks old. It's just, I've been saving it for the right occasion. So anyway, just give you a quick update on that. The temp's probably going to be really high, but what I found out is if you guys are like me and you're not very used to using either a smoke or you can see here I have a kettle grill. If you're not used to using something like that, with the charcoal, the good thing about this stuff is as long as you put the vents right, it on its own will bring the temperature naturally back down. So it's one of those, like, even though it's going to spike up, it should come back down. So stay tuned and I'll give you an update once it's been a few hours. I'll probably throw a piece of apple chunk in there, or hickory trunk, something like that, just to give it some more smoke flavor. So I thought I'd show you guys because the sun's going down. I don't know how well the light's going to be later, but it's going pretty good. It's been about 2.5 hours. As you can see, the temperature is kind of spiked up, but I've shut some of the vents down, and that's kind of part of the practice of just getting better with it, I guess. But you can see here, it's all looking pretty good. Probably gonna pull the ham off, pull some of this stuff off, and then you can see here, one thing I didn't necessarily like, which I read on the forum about, is people talk about these doors and how that they have a tendency, because they're, I guess, a thinner metal, to bend real bad, and there's a big gap here and it's causing it to leak a lot. but I ordered a Cajun Bandit door, so hopefully that comes in. And you can see here, kind of, this is what I guess Harry is talking about with the seasoning. You can see how it's all darkened up, and it's supposed to help with all the seals and like help seal it so that there are no more smoke leaks. But anyway, that's about it. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to see more content, just let me know, and I'll probably be making some pork butts in the next few days. And thanks again to all those guys on the Southern Coastal Cooking channel that recommended this thing. So far, like I said, since I've used it, I've had it for about 3 or 4 days. It's really awesome. So again, have a good rest of your 2019 for whatever's left of it, and see you guys in 2020.